Hi guys, while Britain struggles with the consequences of Brexit, the response from those who convinced the public to vote for this mess, people with both friends in the media and financial backers, the Nigel Farages, the Jacob Rees-Moggs, the Express, the Sun newspaper, just to name a few, these Brexit cheerleaders are now saying none of these problems are a result of Brexit. They're due to bad government planning or the pandemic or the fact that the haulage industry doesn't pay its drivers enough. Brexiteers will say none of this could have been predicted. Well, let me rewind the clock a little bit back to 2016, just before the Brexit referendum, and let's hear former Prime Minister John Major make some Brexit predictions.
And of that comes from within Europe, 52,000 of the immigrants who are here are doctors and nurses, 43,000 are academics teaching in higher education, another 80,000 are working in care homes helping the elderly, and a total of 250,000 are working in our public services. Try and deal with our transport system without Europeans. Try and get a coffee in a hotel or a coffee house or anywhere else without being served by a European. They are integral to the way we actually live. And the belief that the immigration from Europe is bringing in lots of people, as the Leave campaigns say, who are going to be undesirables in one sort or another, is simply not true.
It's quite sad to listen to this back in 2016 and to see how right he was. I uploaded another video quite recently where John Major made predictions about Northern Ireland, and he was right. At the time, of course, he was dismissed as engaging in scaremongering and Project Fear. And the same happened, of course, when he made predictions about how Brexit would affect the economy, how it would be more difficult for Europeans to enter the UK and to work there. And he was right. And while he didn't predict there would be food shortages, there were predictions of food shortages, there were predictions of fuel problems, and even Boris Johnson's government made some of those predictions, and now they've come to pass. But instead of actually turning around and saying we were wrong, we hold our hands up, Brexiteers double down. They find a scapegoat. They find an excuse. They know that Brexit is responsible for this, but they can't accept that, because as soon as they do, they have to admit that they were wrong. And Nigel Farage and Jacob Rees-Mogg and others cannot do that. They can't be honest. It's not in their vocabulary, it's not in their ability. So they have to continue the lie. Some members of the Conservative Party are starting to realize that they can't maintain this lie. So they have to acknowledge that, yes, Brexit is involved here. They've moved from, no, Brexit has nothing to do with this, to, yes, Brexit is involved. Perhaps they feel that the public don't have the appetite to reopen the negotiations, to get back into this Brexit saga. But things are going to get worse. In another video, I predicted that, well, I talked about how on the 1st of October, there's going to be changes for passports, where European drivers need to have a passport in order to get into Britain. Many drivers don't have a passport, they have an ID card. This is going to create more problems. In 2022, there are going to be more changes coming, which are going to create extra problems because of Brexit. It would be great if some of the main parties, like the Labour Party, grasped this nettle a bit stronger and pointed out how Brexit is the problem here, but provide also solutions like rejoining the single market or the customs union, at least trying to bring back freedom of movement, of course, because these are solutions. Boris Johnson and the Brexiteers will create problems, will not provide any solutions, and will only provide excuses. You need to provide solutions to that. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.